Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Nezzy's Place podcast where truth lives. I am so thrilled that you are joining me this evening. Welcome, everyone, to the show. And as you know, the show focuses on real issues and topics, and we're all about truth, transparency, encouragement, inspiration, and positivity. So if you know someone who just needs that little push of positivity, please share the link so that they can listen to some of the previous episodes. Well, we're going to jump right in tonight, and our topic is when the lights go out. Ooh, yeah. Well, I know when you saw the title, probably caught your eye and said, ooh, when the lights go out, I want to hear what this is all about. Well, don't get too excited. But it is good information that I am going to share with you, but it's not what it sounds like. So I'm glad I got you. So you want to stay with me for about 10 or 15 minutes because I have some information to share with you that could be helpful if this is part of your life. Well, at the end of the day, after you dealt with business, family, work, traffic, life interruptions, frustrations, distractions, relationship problems, and financial issues, what do? You know, for some, this is a vicious cycle that is repeated on a daily basis. But for many people, it's just not fair because it just happens over and over and they just can't get a break. And they're like, when am I going to see the light at the end of this tunnel? So they're tired. They're exhausted. And when they lay down to rest, what happens? Nothing. They don't go to sleep. They stay wide awake. They watch show after show. They turn on music, toss and turn, and they just don't get enough sleep. You know, because many of us, after a hectic day, we de-stress, and when we're ready to rest, we rest. We snore and sleep so well that we wake up feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to conquer the world. But there's a percentage of people who just don't sleep at night. You know, when the lights go out for them, like I said, the thinking gets louder, and people who just fear going to sleep because they know they just can't. And it's so frustrating for them. I know it is because I dealt with this for a small period of time, just couldn't get to sleep because I had too much on my mind. So when the lights go out, we really should mentally go out, and just take our mind and just rest. But it's hard to do for some people because they have so much on the mind. Because when we sleep, it helps to restore and replenish our cells. It helps us to aid when we're sick and not feeling well. And sleep is essential. And we must learn to not only sleep, but rest. Because you can go to sleep, but you may not. You wake up feeling like you've been in a battle, because your mind is constantly going and going and going. Because when our minds are consumed by so many thoughts, we just can't rest. We lay there staring at the ceiling, and like I said, we watch all these shows until we fall asleep. Then we wake up again, and this is just a repeated pattern. And no sleep is unhealthy and dangerous. And we wake up feeling lethargic, drained, and unfocused. I remember a while ago when I couldn't sleep, and I kept waking up at a certain time and not able to get back to sleep. And it was really annoying because I really wanted to sleep. I thought, maybe if I try going to bed just a little bit earlier, I can get a good sleep in because I love to sleep now. I just love to sleep. But I just could not go to sleep. And by the time I probably dozed off, it was like 4 or 5 o'clock and the alarm clock's getting on. So, I tried white noise, listening to music. I prayed, turned on the radio, turned on my phone with some water music. It just didn't work. I was like, okay, either I read or something. It was like I couldn't go to sleep. But I used to wake up with bags under my eyes. And concealer is a woman's best friend, right? If you wear concealer, you know what I'm talking about. So I got up, got all my stuff, makeup on and everything, get to work. And when you think you look vibrant and you think you look okay, it takes that one person to come up to you and say, oh, you look so tired. I'm like, thanks. Thank you. But I guess the makeup didn't help because I was exhausted. So when the lights go out, we have to know how to shut it down. And whatever you need to do to clear your mind, find it. So that means creating a pattern change before bedtime. So what you do now, if you're having problems going to sleep, change it up. meaning spending more time with your mate if you have a mate, chatting, relaxing each other, doing some things together, and massaging, sexual intercourse, whatever it is, just being intimate or whatever, it can help you relax. And you can read, listen to some soft music. But here's the trick. Think of good things and do some deep breathing. You must practice deep breathing because we shallow breathe all day long and we have to use those lungs. So when we deep breathe, it calms our anxiety. So when we're feeling anxious, deep breathing helps to calm all that down. It's a natural painkiller. It relieves stress, promotes better blood flow, and makes you more mindful of your body and increases your energy. It's amazing what our bodies can do for us naturally if we just let it. I'm going to put in a little plug here about doing things naturally because I know there are some people who take sleep aids and sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes we don't, we can't really get that good sleep, so we just use an aid. Melatonin, some other aids, and some pharmaceuticals, they give you a muscle relaxer, whatever, just to kind of get you down so that you can fall asleep. Here's the key. Don't take them too often so that your body becomes immune to it. And when it's time to go to sleep, your body's going to say, hey, you're missing something. You're forgetting to give me something. We don't want to get to that state. You want to get to the part where, yeah, you may use it, but don't let your body become so immune that you're dependent on it. Okay, and I want to talk a little bit more about deep abdominal breathing because it encourages full oxygen exchange. And that is the beneficial trade of incoming oxygen for outgoing carbon dioxide. And deep breathing can also slow the heartbeat and lower or stabilize blood pressure. Yeah, talk about it. That's important. Our bodies are a wonder machine. Deep breathing calms you down, like I said, because the brain cells spy on your breath. Taking deep breaths really does calm you down by triggering your neurons in your brain, which tells your body, hey, it's time to relax. A new study found these 175 neurons, which tells the rest of your brain what's going on. They're absolutely critical. I pulled that information because I thought that was very, very important. Because without sleep, your brain doesn't work well. The train is not going to go all the way into the station. So you want to make sure that you are focused, rested, and ready to conquer everything that you need to do. But you can't do it if you're groggy and foggy and tired, falling asleep at your desk. And coffee, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. So, you know what? Deep breathing exercises just may save your sanity. And, so the next time you're feeling stressed, angry, or whatever it is, you need to take some deep breathing, okay? Just breathe. Don't shallow breathe. There are some downsides to not getting sufficient rest, and I'm going to name just a few so you can be aware of them. And I am hopeful that if you will help you realize how important sleep is and not something we do just because we've done it forever and we need it. We really do. So if you continue to operate without enough sleep, you may see some health problems, right? And you don't want to see health problems. And chronic sleep deprivation, you can get high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack, heart failure, and stroke. We don't want that, okay? You don't want to be irritable, depressed, making bad decisions or judgment, a lack of alertness, impaired memory, relationship stress, quality of life, greater likelihood for car accidents because you're just not paying attention. How many times have you been driving and you're tired and you just either go the wrong way and you're like, what was I thinking? Yeah, you're tired. You need to get some rest. So you don't want that to happen. And if you continue to operate without enough sleep, you may see some long-term serious health problems, which we don't want. We don't want high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack, heart failure, stroke. We just don't want them. So I'm going to move on and I want to talk about, so we need rest. We know that because getting rest allows your muscles, nerves, bones, and connective tissue time to rebuild. because the body repairs itself while you sleep and rest. Plus, we know a good night's sleep, we wake up feeling rested. We wake up feeling ready to tackle the world. We feel rejuvenated, like I said, refreshed, energetic, alert, happy. And our immune system functions correctly. And we are less stressed and more focused. We are also able to show kindness and love towards it because we are full of life. You know, you wake up, you get up, you bounce, you're feeling great. That's a good feeling. So I want to leave you with this. Tonight, before you go to sleep, think of something that makes you smile. There is always something. No matter how bad your day may have been, you will sleep better. You will feel better. Once you wake and you will face a new day with a positive mind. Take charge of your happiness and sleep well. All right, that's all I have for you today. I want you to make sure you get some sleep tonight, okay? Whatever you need to do, make sure you take some of my advice and get some rest. And also make sure you shoot over to the Nezzy's Place website where you can listen to previous episodes and get your copy of Girlfriend, Your House is a Mess. I want to thank you so much for listening. Bear with me. I'm getting better and better each time, and I appreciate your comments. And make sure you connect with me on all social media platforms. I would love to have you as a guest on the show if you want to. Please reach out to me. This link will be accessible after the air date, so please continue to share the link. I would love for you to do that. And like I always say, it's your house, your life, and your rules. Remember, this is a day that we'll never see again, and we have to rest. It is a priority, a necessity, and our bodies need it to survive, just like water. Okay, guys, until next week, I'm out. Sweet dreams, sleep tight, I love you, and good night. Bye.